I used to take my children out on Sundays, and I figured out a way that you could have a good time without spending a lot of money. We went to the river, Mississippi River, and they used to like to throw rocks in the river. When you're a kid, you like to do that, so we spent a little time with that. And can you believe it, the zoo was free at the time. It was no charge. I think now it costs, what, $18, $20 a piece? But the city owned the zoo, and we used to go there and we could spend 2 or 3 hours. We'd just buy some popcorn and some peanuts. We had a good time doing that, and then we would go to any museums that they had in town for free. And we had a good time. And we stopped by and got some ice cream cones, and everybody was happy.
What was your first job you
My
had?
first job, I was working in my father's store since I was able to count money.
Now, how old were you when you worked at your dad's store?
I was about 7, 8 years old. He had a grocery store, and when I came home from school, I would work there. I was responsible, and I helped my mother and father out. My father was sort of ill, and I would always make sure. And I worked in the butcher shop department, and we used to sell pig feet and pigtails and pig noses. You know, the next job is when I was drafted into the Army. When I got out of the Army, I had met Noreen, and so I wanted to stay there, so I just went downtown and got a job in a shoe store. I just walked in and said, I'm looking for a job. And
How old were you when you worked at the shoe store?
I'm 23 years old. The next job, I went home, and I still got into in the store and helped my father out. I store in Memphis until we got married, and then I opened up a store of my own, a grocery store on Beale Street, Beale and Turney, and stayed there for about 5 years. And
What was the name of that store?
Square Deal.
It was a grocery store?
It's called Square Deal. When you got there, you got a Square Deal, and it was all African American. We felt very comfortable because I was raised up in the African American hood. My wife, Noreen, used to come down and work in the store, and I used to leave her there by herself and went home and got a little rest, and everything was fine. After I sold my store, I started traveling. The first job is I was selling toys. Almost 30 years old, and I started selling toys to stores like drugstores and dragon store. Alvin Lansky and I decided we were going to open a recording company, which was a flop. It was called, first of all, we called it American Recording Company, and the name of the record was Peak, P-E-A-K. It had a mountain that says Peak Records. We made several records, but we didn't know what we were doing. Went in business with someone else, and we sold costume jewelry. In my early 30s.
What was the name of that company?
Empire Jewelry Company. About 15 years or so, and then I went on my own. I bought jewelry from the jewelry manufacturers and went out and started traveling.
When did you start working on your own?
At 50. And then I started traveling on my own, and then I opened up an office on Poplar and Perkins, and then we hired salesmen. And
What was that company called?
Freedom International.